Oh, hello YouTube. Today we have a container that needs to be lifted off. Unfortunately, the gate is too small for the flatbed to get in here, which is one of those aluminum step decks. I will have to rotate over, grab it, swing it around, and then boom out and place it on his bed. The customer requested not to drag it because I guess the previous person that offloaded this had to drag it. So I'm assuming it's one of those flatbeds when it was empty. Right now, obviously, it's loaded. I believe it has about 20,000 pounds or so they say, but I will attempt to deadlift it from here and then swing it over. I'm gonna see if it reaches far enough. It might reach. If not, I might have to do a two-part lift. Get closer to it, swing it over, move this car, and then back up with it so I'm as close as possible to the curb and be able to boom over and get it on this guy's flatbed. Normally I would have grabbed it from there and drug it towards me, but since they really don't want to drag it on the asphalt, I'm gonna have to inch forward. Are you Kevin? Oh, you're Kevin? They spoke to you yesterday, huh? Because what I need to do is I need to get it closer, do two-part swings and swing it over and pretty much move my truck 2 or 3 times. You spoke to a guy named Joe?
I don't know who I spoke to. I've done it for a broken car, but just get it done.
Okay.
Oh, the answer to this car.
Yeah. So for this lift, I'll be utilizing my container lanes, which are rated roughly 32, 33K, working low limit. And the same thing with my Bailey's grommet slings here, rated for 33.9. I'll do the same setup on this side. You can see pretty much needs to be balanced out. Contents are a bit not loaded correctly. I can notice from left to right it sways a little bit. But I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, don't worry about it. So I got it back here. Next, I'm going to back up just a little bit to get it over the fence and just do one final backup. Moved it at the end. Basically lift it over that fence. Rotate a little bit just to get past there. Try to get closer, yeah? Yeah, as close as possible to that truck. Problem here is that I have those wires there, so I have to get really, really close to it and boom over.
Oh, yes.
Back up a little bit more. I'll tell you where to stop. Yes, back up. I'll tell you when to stop. You want it towards the back? So pull forward. You want it back there?
Is it done?
Good right there? Good? Okay.
So you're a safety code, bro.
Thank you. Huh?
What is it called? What do you call yourselves?
A rotator. This is a rotator.
Oh, what, like a rotate offloader?
So this is used specifically to upright like tractor trailers or any casualties that roll over.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
it's like a mobile crane, if you want to call it that.
What would we do?
Google what to.
Like, if we was to try to find yourselves.
Oh, if you want to buy one,
No, like, if we're gonna do it on the other side to offload it. Like, what are they called? Like,
a wrecker. They could offload it with wreckers. They could get 2 of them and offload it, or 150 ton. Where are you going to?
that's New Jersey.
New Jersey? Yeah, any tow company will be able to offload this, or. And if they have the space, you can get a forklift and offload it with that. You have a hose, a big forklift, yeah.
A bit cheaper than this.
Sometimes they could be just as expensive, just because it's what does it weigh? 20,000? Yeah, anything 15,000 or above would be able to offload it, but they could be just as pricey, especially if they're coming to you.
What, can you write me up a receipt?
Yeah, I'll give you the app right now. Okay, got it. I'll let you receive right now. As you can see, the container's all loaded up, ready to go. I guess it's headed to New Jersey. Driver's just pretty much strapping it in, and he'll be on his way. Very difficult lift. Obviously, had to do some intricate things with because of the overhead wires and getting over the fence, but we got it in. So it's going to be taking off pretty soon, and I'll be headed back to shop. All right, guys, thank you for watching.
Then you can see a large concrete pumping truck just laying on its side after barreling through that center divider and plowing into 4 other cars and a motorcycle.
So 8 years ago, this huge monster of a concrete pumper rolled over and unfortunately killed someone on the freeway. Now, I don't post fatals ever on this job, so I mean, I don't have any of that footage. I'll throw in some pictures of the job, but it was so heavy that 4 tow trucks had to do this, 4 rotators, and my dad was called as one of those rotators. Back then, of course, it had all the parts on it, the tires, everything. They had to upright it and then load it on I think like a 9-axle RGN trailer. Well, 3 years ago, Van Lingen got the job with Statewide to pick it up and transport it here, I believe, at Copart. And if you guys know Van Lingen and Sean, that guy's a freak with numbers, working load limits, all that stuff. And their load cells put it at 110,000 pounds without the tires. So now we got the job 3 years later to load it, and we're only going to be using 2 trucks as well. But the broker's telling us that it's 70,000 pounds. So how that's possible, I don't know. But we're going to lift it up, put our load cells on it, and find out what exactly is going on. Well, we started bright and early at 8 a.m. The issue, why this thing with the weight, I mean, whether it weighed 110,000 pounds or 70,000 pounds, you know, Alex and I can do it. We lifted up a 145,000 pound excavator, but the issue is, where did we go? Right there in front of Alex is a drop deck trailer with the triaxle. That guy cannot lift over 80,000 pounds. I mean, transport over 80,000. So if this thing truly weighs over 100, we're in big trouble. Would it be the first time a broker has smudged the numbers to save? No. Is that what happened here? Don't know. But we'll find out with my load cells. Based on that video from Van Lingen lifting this, it looked like there was some lift points. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Huh. I don't see any D-rings up here. This would be the boom, so I don't want to lift in here anyways, but... Hey, Alex! I don't see any D-rings up here. No D-rings. I think they went and they cradled the boom straight down. Do you see any? I talked to Sean right now. He went to the axles. I had assumed that there would be some lift points up top, but nope. So what I'm gonna do is use my 15-footers Baileys, drop them over the side of the boom on each side and straight down to the frame, and then see my best point of connection from there. And of course, you got the load cells right there. So I got one on each end, and Alex has just one he's gonna put on one end. That's gonna give us a really good gauge of how much this thing actually weighs. So the rigging is pretty quick and painless, man. Let me just add the nut for this. I'm gonna go straight to the frame on each end, right up my 15-footer, strategically so it doesn't, you know, touch any of this stuff, and it has a path of least resistance. I think I'm ready. We'll take off my free spool. Rigged up, airborne. Let's see what this does. Load cells connected.
That's kilos or pounds?
Pounds. So 16,600, 15.3, more or less the same. So we're about 31,000 pounds. Let's keep going up, because I still don't have it airborne. Yeah, ready? Oh yeah, we're
20,
so 18 40. And 18, this is almost dead even on my lines. I got 18,000 and...
So 40 in the back so far.
36, 36,500. 36,000 pounds total. Yes, I'm clear. Beautiful. I'm gonna keep going higher, okay?
Let me level that out. Can you level that out?
Yeah, we're gonna level it out. I don't care what you say. I like this a lot. I'm fully airborne, man.
Me too.
Read me your load cell. I'm gonna read mine. 20. 20 and 21, man. I'm at 41 in the back.
41 and 62, that's 104. 100.
You gotta figure, I have 2 in the back, right? So he's got only 1. So you gotta double his, and it's gonna be more or less within 1,000. So it could be 29, it could be 31, 32.
Yeah, my trailer's only rated for 90. And that's with an extra axle on the truck. It's rated for 90.
So you're rated for...
Yeah, sorry.
I love it. Super stable.
And plus the permit we got is for, 80,000.
That's yours.
Yeah,
so we got this airborne. The trailer can't take it because it's way over spec from what they told them. What do we do now?
So if you call the
Call the broker? Well, that guy was fighting me tooth and nail. Lift it up, put it on. It's only 70. Who told? Like, dude, I'm friends with the guy that lifted it 3 years ago that told me it was over 100,000. And that guy's a better rigger than I am, you know? I knew it, dude. Right? All right, guys, so let me tell you the issue. Yeah, get mat shots. This is funny. Oh, wildlife photography, Alex. All right, now we got to this side. So the issue is we got this thing in the air, verified by load cells over 100,000 pounds. I'm seeing 41, 42 fluctuating in the rear. Alex is seeing about 60 something in the front. So conservative, let's round it down to 100,000, right? Base, easy. But still, if this thing is measuring around 100,000 pounds, there's no way it's gonna fluctuate to where this thing weighs like, you know, 70 or 120. And this poor guy has a smaller trailer, so he's not gonna be able to do this. Gonna go in with the cables to get it higher. I want to make sure I'm at a correct boom length so when the trailer does back up, we'll be able to clear the front and the rear. Good.
That's high enough.
Yeah, he'll clear that easy, and I still have room to go just in case. He's got stuff in the back. Hello? Hello? He said he can't do it. We got this thing lifted sky high in the air, just like I told you. My side's good, but this thing weighs over, we're showing it weighs about 106,000 pounds. Well, have you seen his trailer? This trailer's not rated for that, man. He's got a smaller trailer. Even with the spread and the rear axle, the extra axle, he said he can max do 90,000 pounds. I mean, hey, dude, I'm the crane guy. I got it up in the air, you know, but I'm not the transport guy. I can't convince him. So I don't know what you want me to do, bro. I'm gonna send you a picture of how high we have it in the air. I don't know if you can get another trailer here.
No. If the driver told, if he doesn't, so we can do anything. So I'm going.
So fully closed, you can do 90?
Fully closed, I can do 90 with an extra axle.
Fully closed will get you to like right there, bro.
It's only gonna give me, that's the problem. So with it open, I'm only rated for like 75. So 90,000 on 75.
You're 40,000 over, 30,000 over, man.
It's too much of a difference. It's too much. If I had a 55 ton, then I could mess with it. I don't have enough axles and I'm
Well, just to give you an update, it's 1 hour later. The other trailer completely left. But what he was explaining is fully closed up, he's good for like 90,000 pounds. And when it's extended, like 70. And of course he'd have to be extended to fit this big, huge thing. And this thing weighs over 100,000, so just do the simple math. So now the broker's scrambling to find a replacement. And the reason we have it airborne is because it's just easier for us and easier on the trucks. It takes a lot of force to get that lift off, to break tension, you know, to break that initial force and get it airborne. Once it's airborne, it's stable. It's not gonna lean anymore or put any more weight on the truck, so I prefer to just have it in the air. And hoping they get the new trailer here ASAP. Well, we aren't doing this today, guys. Another hour down, we're dropping it. Just want to show you the rear really quick. Notice how those tires are up, even though my platform's down. That's why Hulk 2.0 is going to be such a huge advantage, is I'll have the dual H-beam outrigger system for a much more stable platform. What a waste. Ready? All right, let's drop it.
There's the axle there. And you just put it a little bit that side because take the axle. See that axle? Yeah. You can just put it a little bit that way. Then you can put the axle on.
The guy who bought this wants us to hold off, see if we could swing it, or he uses the chain to pull out the axle. But he's taking all the scrap parts in that U-Haul truck behind us. Oh, this? Now it's fully dropped. Well, that's pretty anticlimactic for how long we've been here. First guy he hired said you need four trucks on this. It's impossible with just 2. So I'm glad we got it to shut that notion up, but they skimped out on the trailer. You need something like a 9-axle with the permitted load and pilot cars for something like this over here. And to get that just at the drop of a phone call is so difficult. So more than likely we'll be back tomorrow. So with that said, Alex and I will de-rig and I'll start the video again when we come back. Peace. All right, we are back exactly 1 week later. This broker ended up being an absolute unhinged nightmare to deal with. So the guy who bought the concrete pumper, I think we're just dealing with him now. He was able to hire Performance Transport. They're a heavy hitter in the scene. So they're the ones that did that 150,000 pound excavator Alex and I recently posted. That's them. I'm sure many of you people watching this have gotten your cars from Copart. When Alex and I were here last, I'm like, look at those Mercedes. They don't really look bad at all. But if something is here, oh, look at that Porsche. I mean, it looks mint, but if something is here, it usually means the engine's blown. It's got frame damage. I mean, unless I'm wrong, and Copart also sells good stuff. So I'm not gonna do the whole setup part since you guys already caught that on day 1. It's exactly the same thing. Now Alex and I know we can do it. This is the owner, by the way, the one who bought this. Why, I don't know. He's gonna take the top off of it, take off the bolts from the frame. I don't know, fix it. In my opinion, this thing is cursed. I misspoke when on day 1 I said this killed 1 person. By now I should have probably included the news article, but this killed 5 people, unfortunately. 5 people plowed through a center divider on the freeway, and nothing's gonna stop this. Did a lot of mayhem, man. Completely rolled over on its side, and again, my dad was one of the people that was hired to upright it and lift it. So we know our lift points. Let's get to work. So like I mentioned last week I was here, these blue straps, they're like essentially long versions of the container sling, which come in 6 feet. But I got them custom made in 15 feet. These are rated in this configuration at 26,000 pounds each. And I'm giving Alex my second load cell. He's got 1 in flipper, I've got 2. Since I already know exactly what the rear is gonna see, Alex only had 1 and we doubled it, but I wanna be super accurate on this one. Ready? Genius. Now I'm start backing up. Dude, right on the money. 30,000 and 30,000. So 60. And if I was seeing 42 to 44, it's about, yeah, 104. Now here comes the real fun part. It's trying to get this guy perfectly straight underneath it. Of course, we have wiggle room.
Give me your weight and see what she does.
Slightly under. Average is out to about 105. You hear all that cracking? That's how you know all the weight's going from me to you. I have no tension, so no.
Is he out?
He's going down. He still has tension. Zero tension. Success.
You happy with it? I'm not going to Texas.
Good enough.
That mofo. Genius. What do you guys think of that? Simple? Well, we just made it look simple. Remember, the company that got hired before us said you can't do this with just 2 trucks. D-rig and chain up. Aye! Is that the one we were trying to pull the other day?
Yeah.
Stupid heavy, huh? Free spool it.
So for the remaining, you wanna? Yeah, we'll go back.
But our trucks are pretty much put away. Just throw up the outriggers and throw these things out and we're out of here. I guess I'll just resume the video when we get to the lot over there in Bloomington. Deuces! You hear all that creaking?
Strap it to the trailer. We'll get a nice video.
You gotta figure, man, to Alex and myself, this is a routine lift, right? We're used to specialty, odd lifts, heavy stuff. There's something about the fact that 5 people 7 years ago lost their lives just makes it a creepy job. Makes you want to be extra careful. But we are off. Let's go. Bro, you have got to be kidding me. They got the street shut down on our way to the job site. It's all bunched up right here because this trucker ran into a car and they're just blocking the intersection. You can't go straight. I might as well get out and see what the big deal is. Look at this. Is this car movable? You guys can't just back up and exchange information right there?
We're waiting for the police. They're about to come right now.
You're waiting for the police in the middle of the intersection though?
They're coming out to move.
No one told you that. No one told you that.
The thing is, this guy tried to blame me for this. And he got in front of me.
The number one thing they say, bro, is when you're in the CDL especially, you clear the roadway because it's called secondary
I know,
accidents.
I understand that, but
so someo's gonna try to go around you guys, and they're gonna
try to avoid is this guy tried to put the blame on me.
Lion green, my bro.
Yeah, he tried to put the blame on me. That's why I want to wait here to show the police how that happened.
Yeah, that's not
How that happened.
So they're gonna start fist fighting. Who's at fault? No one can go straight, so I guess we'll just make that right and go around. All right, so we made it to the performance yard, and my goodness, guys, this yard is so huge. Look at all this equipment. They got mad trailers, mad equipment, but the plan changed yet again. So instead of us offloading this here, they're gonna do the cutting now. So homeboy right here, is gonna attempt to torch off all the bolts to the frame. Large and in charge. This trailer costs $2 million? Yep. What? You can buy Flipper and Hulk in cash right now for that. Combined. I don't believe that.
And you move every single axle out to 24 feet.
Dude, that's insane. Yeah. What do you transport? Your mom. This is what a $2 million trailer that can hold 350,000 pounds looks like. Hey, business must be good for performance, huh?
Definitely have the trailers to do it.
All right, it is many hours later. Currently 2:43 p.m. We got here at 8. This guy wants to be on YouTube so bad, so here you go.
Scott. Say hi, Scott.
Big fan of the channel right there. Let's get my remote. They torched off everything. And I don't know how well this is gonna work. But you ready, Alex? Let me stand right here. I'm gonna put it right here so you guys can see the frame very clearly. I'm gonna start going in. Nothing. Okay, stand clear. I'm gonna go in higher. I would stand on this side, yeah? Just in case. I'm bringing up the whole thing. It's coming off?
Yeah, you got you're up a quarter of an inch here. This one might be still holding.
So the other side was completely off and coming up. But it still has bolts back here.
He had a quarter.
Which one is it?
It's a bracket. The bracket's not going all the way through. That's what it's probably coming.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That goes a long ways up though.
So this bracket is what's holding everything. This has to be cut so precise. These things are so strong and put together that even this bracket, halfway welded, will hold this entire side. So I wish I would have shown the other side, but there was a lot of gap right here, and Alex has gap as well. It should have been done already, but whatever. Alex has to back up on his end because his trailer's so long. Once we have this airborne, he needs all that space to turn. And it would hit the front of his truck if he was backed up to me. now there's more issues. Performance, the people that own this trailer in this yard are saying it's not gonna come up. We'll be here till nighttime. So they got the welder guy right here.
Bring it. I don't know why the pump's got to come out with the chassis. Why can't the pump come out?
Yeah, something's holding that right now. Yeah. Hey, when you're cutting, if you're gonna cut that, make sure you give yourself enough room because there's nothing holding that up there except hoses in there, right? You see that, right?
Can you say that again?
Are you really recording this?
This guy gets a kick out of it when I hold this camera.
It's like a motor mount thing.
I understand.
Look, it's sitting on the shoulder.
What are those?
10 inches, 12 inches. It's screwed onto the top and the bottom.
You know what those remind me of, dude? When I was in high school, they had those shoes called soaps,
And even if I blow,
and they had a plate so you can skate, like you can ride on curbs with the shoes. In middle school. Okay, so I don't want to bore you guys or milk this video. I want it nice and concise, but there's a lot of stuff, like hoses still attached, and this thing is about halfway full of oil and hydraulics still. So by us lifting this up, the hoses still attached are going to rip, leak everything. The mount that he wants to cut is also holding the transmission, and it's a nightmare. Alex and I thought when we came back this thing would be fully ready, but I think we're gonna have to come back yet another day. I think Alex has it lifted pretty good. Okay. Yeah, dude, I don't see mine coming up at all. I got a ton of tension on it.
Hey, buddy.
Nothing. So you see it starts to slip right here. Right there you see gap. Definitely you see right here. See those 3 holes right there where the bolts used to be, how it's above? And then it gets more extreme as you come up. Check it out right there. Completely off.
That's the bottom.
I'm thinking this bracket right here still, huh?
No, because you know what? I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, it's
Welded
stuck.
right here?
It has to be. It's not coming up at all.
So it has to be this one then, huh? What? Maybe the other side too, but it looks like it's not.
The other side I think comes up. For whatever reason, something here. There's something here. I have some tension on it. Do you want me to drop it or you want it with tension? Okay. Still not coming up. Let's go. Lift it up. Last time that side moved it closer in time. Close it up. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go up. Stand clear. Let's put this here. Oh yeah, good. Just stand clear again. Yeah, just grab your stuff and then stand clear so I can start going in. I don't want anyone right here. How's the PTO? Much better, finally. Look at that gap. And they changed the PTO too. I'll follow your lead, Alex. Okay. This is pretty trippy. More? Let's do it before nightfall. You see how the frame itself is still chained? The issue is I was going out with the boom and the lines. It was bringing everything up together. This is what was holding it back.
Stand up there and just cut it from the top.
Okay.
Lift it up a little bit more.
Lift it more?
A little bit.
This in. Let me know.
A little more clear.
You're gonna knock him over. All right. Well, they do all the cowboy stuff over there. It's way better lighting on this side. You can clearly see all the points where they welded off from right there, right there, all the way through. And then on top of that, they cut the drive shaft and a bunch of stuff right there that holds the housing together. It's 3:57. So let's round up. It's 4 p.m. Alex and I got to Cold Park Rancho Cucamonga at 8 a.m. We've been on the job for 8 hours. Okay, going up. Stand clear. What's holding up? Really, that? Okay, going down. This little tiny cable. Okay. Oh, baby. That is cool. Bro, this guy has a death wish. You can't tell him nothing now. Bye. Off to the Middle East we go. Well, that was a fun job. We have to fast forward a lot of this stuff. Look at all the stuff they had to cut in. See those chains right there? Those chains hanging. 420 footers underneath the boom. Over the boom and under right there the housing back to itself. That way when they cut off the housing for the transmission, it doesn't fall down. Believe it or not, but this guy that bought this bought it for pennies on the dollar, and he has a new chassis back I think in Texas where he's gonna put this body on the chassis himself or his crew, and then from there ship it to the Middle East. And when it's all said and done, even our bills and everything, stands to make a cool couple $100,000 profit, I believe. Not bad if you could pull it off. He's fine. Let's just hover it over the wood. We'll get it really close. That way they can see. Right there for me.
I'm gonna keep it over. Let's you guys can walk around and see. What do you have on the low poles on this side? Okay.
So we're fully let go. We still have tension, but
With what?
What are your thoughts? You like it?
I like it. Sitting on a cross river in the weather. Being real. I'm both in. But I think he's standing up to the call.
okay. One more time, lift off. We're gonna adjust and use different wood. And also move this back just a slight bit. Airborne. And one more time. Tell me when to stop.
Let's bring it down and see you. You only brought one down.
That's a hell of a lot better. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
I hope we are done, guys. It is now 4:38. 4:38. So by changing out the wood to smaller ones and then putting mats and a little tiny steel plate over it, they were able to drop it down the height, because it's going to Texas, and it's more stable now too, because it was cutting into the big rail ties. What do you guys think?
We're gonna double check the height.
Hey, we're going to check the height.
Because I got no tension on it. Damn, that guy can move.
I will bet money right now. You guys know untie that load. He will tie it down faster by this guy? Yeah. 1410.
I didn't expect that. 14.8. All right, YouTube, you guys are probably tired of us messing with this so far, so I'm gonna put the camera down and put our rigging equipment away. All right, rotators put away. This freaking 2-day saga came last Thursday, lifted it up. The broker was so incompetent, had everything backwards, had to put it back down, came back today. And man, what a mess. But it's always a good feeling when it's all complete. And this is the result. Now let's just put his outriggers out and we outro. Thank you to Performance. You guys kicked butt on this one. And hopefully we work together soon. Peace out, y'all.